What is tidal energy? Tide energy is produced by the tides of the ocean. Form of hydropower that exploits the rise and fall in the sea levels due to the tides, or the movement of water caused by tidal flow. Tidal forces are caused by interaction between the gravity of the Earth, Moon, and Sun. Hence, it can be classified as renewable energy. Ultimate energy source is the rotational energy of the Earth, which will not run out in the next 4 billion years, although the Earth's ocean may be boil away. How tides are made. Tides are made by the pull of the gravity from the Moon and the spin of the Earth, and this produce a lot of energy. Tides are caused by combined effect or gravitational forces exerted by the Moon, the Sun, and the rotation of the Earth. Tidal have three technologies: tidal barrage, tidal fences, and tidal turbines. Tidal barrage. Tidal barrage is something like a dam. When the tide is high, the reservoir fills up, and then when the tide is low, the dam lets the water out. This moving water is so strong, it has enough energy to spin turbines, which creates electricity. Do you need some explanation on how the tidal barrage works? Here's some videos for you.
Barrage power plants consist of three different parts. One, the barrage itself is made of concrete and holds the water back during high tide. The second part are the sluice gates. The sluice gates let water in and out during high and low tides. The third part is a conventional turbine and generator. From these three parts, an incredible amount of power can be harnessed. The sluice gates are left open during high tide and closed during low tide to create a water level differential. This water differential then powers the turbine while the water is released. A downside to barrage power plants is that they rely on manipulation of ocean levels and therefore have the same effect on the environment as hydroelectric dams. This means a change in the local aquatic ecosystem and a high mortality for fish.
Tidal fences. Tidal fences are smaller than barrages. They are vertical turbines that form a fence between two locations, so, when the tides move in and out, the turbine begin to spin and generate electricity. Tidal turbines. Similar to wind turbines, only underwater. In both cases, electricity is generated when the mechanical energy of tidal current turns turbine connected to a generator. The generator produces electricity. In addition, we also have tidal stream system. It uses kinetics energy from moving water currents to power turbines. It has lower ecological impact compared to barrage. Operations. Tide is periodic rise and fall of water level of the sea, occur due to the attraction of seawater by the Moon. Large amount of potential energy which is used for power generation. Water is above the mean sea level, it is called flood tide. Water level is below the mean level, it is called ebb tide. During high tide period, water flows from the sea into tidal basin through the water turbine. The height of tide is above of that of tidal basin, hence, the turbine unit operates and generates power, as it directly coupled to a generator. During low tide period, water flows from tidal basin to sea, as the water level in the basin is more than that of the tide in the sea. During this period also, the flowing water rotates the turbine and generator power. Tidal power plants consist of three components: dam, slice ways from basin to sea and vice versa, and a powerhouse. The function of a dam, to form a barrier between the sea and the basin, between one basin to the other basin in case of multiple basins. The most suitable word for tidal power plants is barrage. The function of barrage is to increase the depth of water to some feet so that the water can be diverted into canals. The function of slice way. The slice ways are gate-controlled devices. They are employed to fill the basin during the high tide or empty the basin during low tide. In existing plants, vertical lift gates have been employed. Flap gates are also been used. The flap gates allow only in the direction of sea to basin, therefore, the level of the basin rises. The powerhouse. Auxiliary equipments, turbines and generators are the main component of the powerhouse. Large Suez turbine are used because of low head available. View of types and rim types turbines are commonly used. Shaft turbines are also understeady. Advantage: renewable. Tidal energy does not generate greenhouse gases or causes pollution through oil spills. Predictable. The tides occur every day at predicted times. The amount of power the tides contain is relatively consistent. The consistent energy in tides allow for the construction of appropriate equipment that effectively collect the energy. Efficient at low speeds. Since water is 1,000 times more dense than air, electricity can be generated from tides much more efficiently at slower speeds than wind turbines. Long lifespan of plants. The estimated lifespan of tidal energy plants is about 75 to 100 years, which is much longer than nuclear power plants. Low cost to run. They are relatively inexpensive to run and require few staff to run them. Disadvantage: environmental effects. These barrages block the flow of the tides in estuaries in order to capture tidal energy. Building barrages, habitat can have many negative impact, including the disruption of fish migrations and the movement of large marine animals. Expensive to construct. The construction of the tidal energy plants requires very large initial capital investments. Long time. It takes a long time for planned tidal energy plants to be constructed and to get them running. Weather effects. Bad weather and storm events such as hurricanes that occur along coastlines can damage tidal power equipment. Equipment maintenance. Rugged coastal environments in many areas may make it difficult for engineers to maintain and repair tidal energy equipment. Thank you for watching.